Hey everyone, we're here. We're just turning in more Bastock Past quests. Gentle Tiger, here we go. You're free to go.
What are you loitering around for? President Prian's about to make an official statement, so head over to the president's office right now.
Thanks to your selfless displays of courage, the greatest danger ever faced by our nation since its founding has successfully been averted. It is with supreme jubilation that I now stand before you and make this declaration. We have triumphed over the Quadav. But of course, the victory was not without cost. We must never forget our comrades who gave their lives in the line of duty, nor the innocent children who fell to the indiscriminate onslaught of the beastmen. Please join me now in a moment of silent prayer to the memory of those who are no longer with us. Thank you. I would now like to take this opportunity to make an announcement concerning the matter of great importance. I ask that you all listen well and with open minds. The incident wherein Senator Werner was brutally murdered by a Tonberry assassin. I am deeply ashamed that suspicion behind the plot was falsely placed upon a law-abiding citizen like Chairman Pale Eagle. Chairman Pale Eagle is innocent? You can be Jeremias.
What's the meaning of all this?
Senator Cust, if you could be so kind. Listen to what I have to say, everyone. I myself was designated the next victim of the Tonberry assassin. I would have indeed shared the same fate as the late Senator Warner, goddess rest his soul, had it not been for the heroic sacrifice of Chairman Pale Eagle. It is to him I owe my life. What?
The chairman saved the senator's life.
The person who brought forth the allegations against the chairman was none other than myself. In spite of this, the chairman threw his life on the line to save me, the man who sought to remove him from his post. Would the real mastermind behind the assassination plot place another's life before his own? For those of you who still doubt, a floor plan of the senator's defense office was discovered on the body of the Tonberry assassin. The true culprit behind the assassination has been determined. So Chairman Pale Eagle was innocent all along. I am unreservedly convinced of the chairman's innocence. As president, I wish to offer an official apology and will do my utmost to see him restored to the honored post he so rightly deserves. And I promise swift and firm retribution against the beastmen confederate who have orchestrated this fiendish plot to destabilize our fair republic. Stand by me now, for together we are strong. Hurrah! Alright, let me talk to him again. And get our reward.
Make sure I have inventory space. I do.
Ready?
Yeah.
But, Your Excellency, allowances cannot be made for charges of such grievous nature. Yes, of that I am aware. As a representative of the security office, I therefore duly request that the hand over the suspect, Mithril Musketeer 5 Moons. If you could spare just a few moments, I'd like to have a word with him. But of course, Mr. President. Do you have anything to say for yourself? I see. So it is your intention to maintain silence to the end and make amends by paying with your life. Do you really think you can escape responsibility so easily? You may think it honorable to die, but what of those who are left behind? What have the bereaved families of many comrades who gladly gave their lives to your cause? And what of your fellow Mithril Musketeers, who all this time have been scrambling tirelessly to clear your name? Are they to suffer not only the loss of valuable manpower, but also bear the burden of your tarnished legacy? Captain Clara. In this period of turmoil, is it not true that the absence of a single Mithril Musketeer could adversely affect the outcome of battle? Your words do us great honor, Mr. President. Yes, our intelligence gathering capability is highly regarded throughout the entire alliance. Mr. President, I understand your intention, but if I may point out that I knew I could count on your understanding, Dieter. Sir? Now then, there's no need for overreaction. There is no reason whatsoever to believe the suspect will attempt a vanishing act. So I trust there will be no objection if I were to leave him in my care until the commencement of court-martials. As you wish, Mr. President. If your excellency will act as a guarantor and provide the pertinent documentation, I will agree to this proposal. But if I may be so bold, the Senate may not be so lenient regarding this unorthodox solution. Your concern is appreciated, Dieter, but it is quite unnecessary. Now, 5 moons, or should I say, Gallig, you are to resume Mithril Musketeer duty as before, understood?
If the captain will still have me.
The answer to that question is obvious, soldier. Then it's settled. Our nation must never again be divided. Gallig, your role in assuring the unified Bastok will be instrumental. Of this I am certain. Much rests upon your able shoulders.
Yes, Your Excellency.
And Miro. Captain Clara has told me of your part in destroying the enemy war machines in the Ruhat silver mines. You've done our nation a great service. I thank you on behalf of all the citizens of Bastok. Please accept this as a symbol of my heartfelt gratitude. We look forward to your continued support in the future endeavors of our nation. Future endeavors. All's well that ends well.
5 moons? Don't you even dare think about putting us through such a mess again. Captain,
You needn't say anything. Welcome back, 5 moons. Hey, Zed, isn't there anything you want to say to 5 moons?
Same old indefatigable Zed, it seems.
Leave him be. As a Galka, Zed too would have much to think about on the recent happenings. Now that Miro, as I was mentioned by the President, we would like your continued assistance. Can we count on your help in the upcoming operation? Good, I knew we could depend on you. Now, with regards to the next... Captain, are you feeling unwell? She has the echo. It's nothing. Just a bout of dizziness. Nothing more.
You've been overexerting yourself recently, Captain. Why, I honestly don't recall the last time you were off duty. A good rest is definitely in order.
You may have the right of it. Volker, see to the issues as listed on the agenda in my stead. I will not be absent long. Understood, Captain. Miro, let's postpone the briefing for now and resume after the captain has sufficiently recovered.
I've never seen Captain Clara in such a run-down state before. Hope it's nothing serious. Oh, and I heard the good news from Chief Stern. Congratulations on being appointed to the 6th member of the Mithril Musketeers. You've made it big, but don't forget about the little guys. It may have been gross negligence, but it was I who let you through here in the first place. Come back here to show your appreciation to yours truly from time to time, huh?
Republican silver medal. Okay, hang on. Status. If you go into status and check out your profile, your title should now be Mithril Musketeer number 6.
Let's see.
We have to wait 4 hours, so till the next game day. We do have to go to North Gustaberg, so let's just zone out there now. Not enough time to go out and actually do anything else in games, so Hey, Kataro, good to see ya! Sorry, we were in the middle of a cutscene. I would have addressed you sooner. I also would like to point out, Silly, that she says, Volker, please handle everything on the list. And he immediately says, fuck it, let's just not do anything until she gets back. How have you been, Kataro? What have you been up to? How's work treating you? I hope you haven't had any more heart issues. Because I remember that was a problem back in the day. We did claim our 4 days of VIP. I'm on my 3rd day now. I didn't use it yesterday because I was gone. So I probably should have waited, but whatever. Just inflammation? That's good. We can hope it never comes back again. So I apologize, everyone. We do have to wait here for a good 4 hours in game until we can get back. Until we can go back in. By the way, Silly, last night in Dragon Quest Heroes 2, I capped pole arms. Oh, yeah. Or staffs. It took a little bit, but yeah, I got it. I got the achievement for getting all of the party powers as well.
Nice.
And the one you get for maxing staves, do you want to know what it is?
What?
It'd be pretty handy for the Dragon Lord. It reduces damage from breath attacks.
I haven't maxed staves? Why aren't I?
Because you got wands, heavy wands, and staffs. And the staffs are only usable by your main characters. No other person uses those. So, yeah. I'm gonna take a bathroom break here. If you want to do so, that you can as well. Just while we wait for the time to go by. We got 3 hours in game, so it's going by pretty quick. Don't go anywhere. We do have more Final Fantasy XI. Oh, and in the meantime, Kataro, what games have you been playing lately? I know you were on Ragnarok. What class are you playing? How far have you made it? Hey, Lonk, sorry, I was taking a quick bathroom break there. I am back now, everyone. So, yeah, you're working on various things. You were going to try Assassin. I never really got into the Assassin class myself. I personally really enjoy the Knight, and that's what I've been playing. Make a priest on an ult for free warps. That's a good idea. That's actually an excellent idea. Right now, Wintrig's running as my priest. I haven't made my priest on the server yet, though. Lonk, what are you up to? I don't know if you heard earlier, Lonk, but I was away yesterday for weddings. That's why I wasn't there. There we go. A Mog House contest? What would we do with a Mog House contest? How would that work, Lady Blue? Costume hats? Yeah, I got one that's like a little blue, I don't know what it's called, but it's like a little blue, like, tricorn almost. And then I have one that, you get for getting second class really quick, I guess. It's like a pouring with like a robe on it. You use some silver vines to buy the new ones? Source your Mogkas and we choose who has the best one. Winner takes all. Ah, we could do that on our next game day. That's a good idea, Lady Blue. I guarantee Silly's got a better one. I don't have a lot of stuff in mind. Just stuff I've kind of picked up over the course of the stream.
I have some things.
Welcome back, Silly.
I've been here the whole time.
You haven't been saying anything.
Oh, there hasn't been much for me to say.
There's always much for you to say. Ask Yusuf. He desperately wants to hear from you at all times of the day.
True.
In fact, add him on Discord so that he can constantly message you. No, really, he'll constantly message you. Yusuf doesn't sleep.
It's true.
But Lady Blue, that is an excellent idea. We will do that on our next game day wait. We only have 30 minutes in game we gotta wait now, so I really do apologize for this, but you gotta blame FF11's archaic design. I'm gonna change my FPS divisor though. There we go. Get more FPS now. That looks a little smoother when I move around. See, I really like the Snake Hat Cataro. You can't wait to see their mobile version of FF11. Or Ragnarok. I really like the Snake Hat in Ragnarok, but I really don't like how you basically are... People assume you're a bot if you're wearing it, so thank God for the costume hats. Okay, FF11. Yeah, I don't know much about it. Ah, Yusuf. Yeah, I understand too, though, Yusuf. Because you get the snake hat and the costume will really help because you can hide it. They are too good to pass up. I don't have one. And I don't know how to get one yet. Piamet was trying to explain it to me the other day, but I kind of didn't really get what she was saying. I think you get one from Silvervine or something, she said. All right, Silly, it is past game day. Let's go back in and get a cutscene. $2? Okay. Okay, I'll be lies a lot. Ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Ah! You can be Egon.
What was that?
It came from over there. What is it? What's happened? There. Huh? Is he dead? That's you, silly.
Oh. Yeah, I was a little behind yours.
That's weird.
I don't know why. The cuts on his forehead almost look like a pattern. But where do I know it from? Ah, I think I remember now. Darksteel Hurricane, he's back.
Are you serious? We have to inform the military police right away.
Right. Come on, let's go.
Did you know, and ban them? You could be that guy.
There's still a hint of warmth to the body. This man was slain not more than 2, perhaps 3 hours ago. One clean slash severing the spinal cord was all it took. This is no ordinary killer we're dealing with. And the pattern gruesomely carved into the victim's forehead.
This is all the evidence we need. The murderer's identity is beyond doubt. Blast it! Not a moment after we announce heightened security, and this happens right under our noses. The reputation of the military police will be in shambles. We've had enough negative publicity for one day. Send those sightseers on their way and clean up the mess.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
So maybe it works differently in Bastock, but why are the military police getting involved in this? Like, for all intents and purposes, it's right now just a murder, right? So, wouldn't that fall to the Mythril Musketeers? But yeah, there's hundreds and hundreds of bots. And bots on the restart get confused when they die to an MVP. They just lay there dead. Okay, we gotta talk to Gentle Tiger. All right, before we do that, Kataros or Yusuf says, "Is Silly an angel?" And Lady Blue says, "Yes, he is." 8,700 people. That's a lot. It is drawing back a lot of people for the nostalgia a bit, but then you also have the issue of the fact that a lot of them are bots. The Mallow. Hey, Trife, the Mallow. Wonder what the bot first player distribution actually is, though. Okay, go.
Long time no see, Miro. No doubt news of the serial killings has already reached your ears. The victims number 4 and counting. That is, of course, unless the Mythril Musketeers have anything to say about it. Orders to conduct an investigation have already been issued from above, or so I'm told. But to be honest, the Mythril Musketeers are a little short-handed at the moment. They could certainly do with your help again, Miro.
I find excessive amounts of bots just drive people from a game too. It doesn't help. Trife, I liked how you come back just to tell me that Mallow sucks. It's amazing. Bartholomew. I don't know who voiced him, so I will. Darksteel Hurricane? Are you absolutely positive? The most recent victim's post is in the Department of Industry. The cruelly methodical manner in which he was slain. And lastly, the mark carved into his forehead. All of this strongly suggests Darksteel Hurricane's involvement. Curses. But nothing has been heard of that cold-blooded killer for years. It's not uncommon for criminals to go into hiding for a time, waiting for the authorities to slip into complacency. How fair is the investigation? I fear there's little to report at the present. Time has scarcely elapsed since the investigation orders were issued. Is that so? I'm inclined to believe differently. Well, do I know of your circumstances which led to the Mithril Musketeers being relieved of its customary role as President's personal escort, and truly do I empathize with your desire to rid your unit of the burden of ignominy. But it cannot be denied that your unit is severely undermanned for an undertaking of this magnitude. Therefore, I offer you the full cooperation of my 1st Brigade. I was under the impression that the 1st Brigade had been assigned to the security of His Excellency to the President in our stead. A superfluous concern. A good half of my 40 soldiers can easily be spared for the investigation efforts without compromising the President's safety. We are grateful for your offer. One more thing. There's a theory which explains how Darksteel Hurricane was able to evade capture during his previous reign of terror. That is, the presence of an informant, a traitor within our ranks. Be careful whom you privilege with access to classified information. Your concern couldn't be more misplaced. The bond of Mithril my people share is stronger than that of any steel. I trust each and every one of them with my life. That is most reassuring. Well then, I will set my people to work at once. That's true, Trife.
Full cooperation. Phew. That's one thinly veiled war declaration, if you ask my humble opinion. I'm sorry. All of this is my doing.
Don't pay it any mind, Five Moons. All we have to do is locate and apprehend the killer before those novice investigators do. As simple as an operation as they come.
You're right. It's the least I can do to repay the President for the kindness he showed me.
That's more like the old Five Moons. Let's go knock that Iron Musketeer's captain off his gilded saddle.
Captain, I've been meaning to ask you about your ailment. Have your bouts of dizziness abated?
I stand before you, don't I? There'll be time enough later to fret over my health. Best we focus on all our efforts on capturing our man before the 1st Division can get their ambitious hands on him. Exploit all information networks to the fullest extent, be it Underworld or Beastmen, and spare no coin to procure the intelligence we need. The operation is commenced.
A moment, Captain. There's one thing I'd like to ascertain before our investigation begins in earnest.
What is it?
As Captain Bartholomew mentioned earlier, no incident linked to Darksteel Hurricane has occurred in years. So, why now? Why make a return to the fray now, when the climate of discontent during the recent Galkan uprising would have been infinitely more auspicious to his cause? Captain, I must confess to being plagued with similar doubts. The Darksteel Hurricane of old exclusively targeted high-ranking officials, those who'd only dare travel in the company of a small army. But this time, among the victims are government officers of no notable standing and even family members who were unfortunate enough to witness the unspeakable deed. This indiscriminate slaughter of innocent citizens tells me that something is sorely amiss.
Captain, could our suspect in fact be a copycat, rather than the real Darksteel Hurricane? All possibilities must be taken into consideration. But now isn't the time for action, not speculation. Lives may be lost while we stand here dwelling on inconsequential details. Yes, ma'am. I feel like that detail is not inconsequential. Okay, so I gotta address some things. Yusuf says, silly sucks.
No, I do
He
not.
says, it's his name. I'm saying it for being rude. And Yusuf, a moment ago, you were saying that Silly was an angel. Now you're saying Silly sucks. It's a roller coaster ride with you. You imagine not Silly resembles the likeness of Nicholas? I can tell you what Silly looks like.
I look exactly like Nicholas.
Picture David Duchovny, Mulder from the X-Files. Add about 10 pounds and you got Silly.
Pretty sure I look like Nicholas. How could Lady Bluey be wrong?
It's he says, no, it's the same name on Hitbox. And Trish says, Malo does suck. Everyone in Mario RPG is good except for him. Shit, where are we going? Kataro, I made it to level 63 on my night. I don't get a lot of time to play because there's a lot of other stuff I'm working on. I'm gonna be working on some. I'm gonna play some Row tonight though, because I got my weapons max in Dragon Quest Heroes 2. All right, we got. Okay, we talked to General Tiger. Now we gotta talk to Paul in Bastock Markets S. So he's in H5, which should be just north of us. Okay. Set an FF4 emote, silly.
What?
Silly has more muscles than Chris in Resident Evil 5. And the voice of an angel. What else? Gotta find Paul. There's Paul. Oh yeah, that's Paul over there. It feels weird. You got all these like weird names like Zazarg, Melina, Rusted Musket, and Paul. Alright, ready?
Good old Paul.
Always Paul. Did I hear you right? You're asking me what I know about Darksteel Hurricane? What's the big idea? Inviting death to my door with a conversation topic like that? Sorry, he won't cut it if I end up being the next to lie in a pool of my own blood. What? You promised to catch him before he can lay a finger on me, you say? Alright then. But you didn't hear this from me, we clear? He is said to wield a great sword with fearsome proficiency. I did not imagine how much blood has been spilled in order to quench his blade's insatiable thirst. You thought it was Cecil? It's just a bear.
I think it's like some sort of sea animal.
A manatee?
Yeah, maybe.
Let's go talk to Big Orf in Bastock Markets SH10. You get to voice Big Orf. Is it Big Orf or Big Orf? The emphasis is probably not important. Yusuf, what do you think of Chris Redfield? How do you feel? Okay, so I get a lot of I've heard a lot of complaints about how actiony Resident Evil is, and I've already given my thoughts on that matter. I don't really care, but I do love the fact that Chris Redfield can punch boulders, regardless of whether it makes sense or not. It's just amazing. It's a manatee mouth that looks like Cecil's face when he is the Dark Knight. We're going down the stairs.
No.
Sorry, Miro has a bad habit of just randomly teleporting. Where'd you go? There you are.
I was going in a straight line, and then you teleported, so I just kept going in a straight line, but it was a little too far.
Okay, we're in H8. Alright, he should be straight down this path.
Okay.
Ah, there's Big Orf right there. Oh, he's a Galka. I should have guessed.
Look at this nerd. You're on the hunt for Darksteel Hurricane? So, the recent murders occurring within the Republic's walls have been traced back to him. First, a question from me. Do you know how the man came to be feared by the name Darksteel Hurricane? It's inspired by none other than the suit of Darksteel armor he dons. With it, he can materialize unnoticed and melt back into the shadows at will, or so the rumors claim. Such is the speed at which he dispatches his victims, their lives are said to leave them long before the empty vessel of their bodies can crumple to the ground in a crimson mess. He is no creature of this world, of that I'm certain.
Okay, I talked to Wilhelmina in I-9. So should be quite close. I think she should be this way. There she is. Alright, I can voice it.
Okay.
What? You're on the trail of the Darksteel Hurricane? Well, you don't seem to be crazy, so I'll gather you're either a musketeer or part of the surly military police outfit. Not that that has any bearing on a law-abiding citizen like me, of course. But getting back on subject, I take it you already know that he wears a menacing scar on his forehead. Those who met a brutal end by his cruel hand all turned up with the identical wound carved into their foreheads. Speculation abounds on his motives, but if you ask me, only vengeance can so fuel a man's desire for blood. Just thinking about it makes my skin crawl. You certainly won't catch me going on late-night strolls anymore, nor do I intend to linger in the presence of a Galka whose forehead I cannot see. I advise you to do the same. Ah, Zed.
Yeah.
Return to Gentle Tiger. You should push Big Orf into the river. Aw, what did Big Orf do?
Nothing.
Chris is a human Super Saiyan 3. He doesn't need weapons to kill zombies. It's true. Better question for you, Yusuf. Would you date Chris?
True. Good question.
Yeah, I'm not gay, but I would date Chris. What? Oh, Adelaide Sturm. They just included her last name now. Alright, talking to Gentle Tiger.
Good old Gentle Tiger. Load.
Hey, thank you very much. Go ahead.
I will. Ah! Goddess have mercy! Oh, it's just you, Miro. Don't sneak up on me like that. Hey, don't get the wrong idea now. It's not like I'm afraid of having a run-in with Darksteel Hurricane or anything.
Hey,
Stop.
My FF11 just crashed.
Oh no.
That's not good. We will get that rectified in just a moment, everyone. I might as well stop the recording here.